Hi! Oh my god, Khaos here again, with another online deck profile. This time I am showing my updated Superheavy Samurai deck. The deck that just became a part of my new Dawn of Tuning series. So there has been a few changes in this deck since I last profiled this deck, so let's go over this deck. So first, of course, the main deck boss master, Superheavy Samurai Peak Pen K, 3500 defense, and it can attack while in defense, of course, and you apply the defense in a damage calculation. So yeah, it's pretty amazing card, and of course you make your level 10 synchro with this card and level 2 tuner. Then free Superheavy Samurai Soul Piercer, which pretty much searches for your Superheavy Samurai monsters if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. So yeah, it's pretty good, but you can also equip it to a Superheavy Samurai monster, and then it can inflict piercing damage. So it's definitely a really good card. Then triple Superheavy Samurai Scales. You can special summon it when if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters, you control no monsters, and if this card is normal special summon, you can revive a level 4 or lower a Superheavy Samurai monster from the graveyard. So yeah, it's really good for a rank 4 plays as well as level 6 synchro plays. Then free Superheavy Samurai Blue Brawler, 2000 defense, and it cannot be destroyed by battle. And of course, when you normalize Plasmite, you change its battle position as well, if you want to, of course. So it's pretty good, of course, in combination with Peak Pen K, so you can attack with it. But in the future, I might take it out once we get more support, and we get a new level 1 tuner soon as well for this deck. That is pretty good. So then free Superheavy Samurai Fruitus, which can special summon your Superheavy Samurai monster from the hand when you tribute this card, and in the graveyard during either player's turn you can banish it when a card or effect is activated that targets a Superheavy monster you control, Samurai monster you control. So it's really good for protecting your essential monsters as well. Then, of course, the main tuner to make your synchro plays, a Superheavy Samurai Trumpeter. If you control no special traps in the graveyard, you can spell summon this card from the hand. You can only then spell summon Superheavy Samurai monsters that turn. So pretty much, of course, the way the deck works is that you run pretty much almost no spells or traps, aside from those that can banish themselves from the graveyard. So yeah, so you can use your Superheavy Samurai effects that are really powerful. Then a new tuner, Superheavy Samurai Battle Ball. If 4 monsters you control are Superheavy Samurai monsters and you have no special traps, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, send both it and this card from the field to the graveyard, then special summon from your extra deck one Superheavy Samurai synchro monster whose level equals to the total original levels of those 2 monsters in the graveyard. And this spell summon is treated as synchro summon. So basically with this card you can synchro summon with your opponent's monsters, which is really good. Right now we only have 2 synchros, level 6 one and level 10 one. So you can synchro summon with your opponent's level 4 or level 8 monsters. So hopefully we get some more Superheavy Samurai synchros, so this card can be even better. But even now it's really good. Then your Superheavy Samurai hand traps. Superheavy Samurai Sulfur Suit, which protects your Superheavy Samurai monster from card effects. So yeah, it's really good, or from battle as well. Then Superheavy Samurai Soulbuster Gauntlet, 2 of them. which is basically like an honest. Your monster's defense becomes double if you have defense at the end of the turn. When at the first position Superheavy Samurai monster, you control battles, and you have no spell traps as well, so it's definitely really good in this deck. Then other monsters, free chant that, of course, summon out your P Penkei from the deck because it has 1000 attack, and then you of course change it to defense by its own effect. So of course it's really good in that aspect, but unfortunately of course, battle searchers are not really that great anymore. Then other hand traps, Maxi, of course, really good, since you don't run actual traps in this deck aside from the ones that banish themselves, and 2 effect failure as well, so yeah. And triple Ghost to protect yourself from OTKs and all that. Because like I said, you don't run any real traps in here. Aside from these 5, triple break for skill. Of course I use it because it can banish itself from the graveyard, so then I don't have any spells or traps in my graveyard. And the same reason for skill prisoner, so I can use this card on the field, and when activated on the field and in the graveyard as well. So it's really good card. Protect your monsters from monster effects that target. Then extra deck. 2 Superheavy Samurai Warlord Susanova. Of course, really good because you can pretty much steal spells or taps from the opponent's graveyard if you have no special traps in the graveyard yourself. So it's really good. And it also has 3800 defense as well, and you can of course attack with it when it's in defense. Then of course Leo the Keeper Sec 3, because you can summon level 10 synchros in this deck pretty easily. Then one level 9, Khaos Phantom of the Young Sing, because you can search for tuners when it's destroyed, so I can search for my Trumpeter or Battle Ball. Then Stardust Spark Dragon, the only level 8 I use in this deck. Of course, mostly you don't summon level 8s in this deck, but you can do it sometimes. Then the level 6 Synchro, Superheavy Oni, Sutendo G. It is a very good in this deck. It can attack when it's defense, of course, and when it's sync summoned, and you have no spell traps in the graveyard, you pretty much Harpy's Feather Duster your opponent's back row, so destroy all of them. So it's really good against back row heavy decks and all that. The Naturia Parkion, because it's of course an Earth-based deck mostly, except Battle Ball is Dark. Then Coil Guardian, of course, Armada's Keeper of Boundaries, and Catastar. Then the rank 4s, Kerry Gigant Cross, with a machine-based deck, of course, Dark Bayonexis Dragon, and Caster the Skull Basket Musketeer. So, this was my update Superheavy Samurai online deck profile. I definitely think this deck is pretty fun and has potential, but we need, of course, a lot more support for it to be good enough. I really like how unique this deck is, that it focuses around attacking while in defense, and also focus around having no special traps in the graveyard, so you have to mostly use monsters, which is can be a challenge. So that's it for this deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. For now, goodbye and Omega Khaos out.